WJZ continues following that breaking news. A charter bus overturns in Harford County. Dozens of children on board, at least 25 injuries reported. It happened on I-95 South in Havre de Grace around 9:30 this morning. WJZ is live with complete coverage. WJZ investigator Mike Halgren with the developing details of this serious crash. Captain Jeff Long over the scene in Sky Chopper 13. Alex Dimitrik with the chaos getting around the scene and all that traffic. Rick Ritter with the injuries at Upper Chesapeake Medical Center, and Denise Koch with the dramatic images from that accident. We start with WJZ investigator Mike Halgren live at the scene. And Mike, what are you learning and seeing right now?
We just learned that those children were from C.W. Henry School out of Philadelphia. They were on a school trip, and we want to set the scene for where I'm standing right here on Interstate 95 in the southbound lanes. Just behind me is the overturned charter bus operated, according to reports, from Werner Charter out of the Philadelphia area. It's a luxury charter bus company that's been in operation for 88 years. We can tell you state police are telling us that there were 25 children on board. The Susquehanna Hose Company is saying 26. There were 3 chaperones and a driver. 1 child and 1 adult were airlifted out of here in critical condition. A number of the other injuries do not appear to be as severe, and at this point there are no fatalities to report, so some good news there. But we just do not know what caused the bus to flip over here onto the southbound lanes. Traffic in the northbound lanes right now is getting by the scene, but the southbound lanes here remain closed. The investigation is underway into how this charter bus crashed along the side across Interstate 95, and this happened just about 2.5 hours ago. There are multiple agencies responding here to the scene to try to, they were trying to get these children help and triage some of them on the scene. Again, at least 25 children, 3 chaperones, and a driver on board that Werner Charter Company bus. We're continuing to gather information. That's the latest from Interstate 95 southbound. Mike Halgren, WJZ Eyewitness News.
All right, Mike, thank you so much. Complete coverage continues now in the air with Captain Jeff Long live in Sky Chopper 13. Captain Jeff.
Both vehicles that were involved in this accident, the bus and the car that you see just behind the bus, are still on the scene, and Maryland State Police Accident Reconstruction Team is here. They've been taking a lot of photographs from the ground. They actually went up also in fire department ladder truck and got some aerial images. They want to document every bit of this, and they're using GPS to coordinate that so that they can do an accurate reconstruction as part of this investigation. Now, they told us that the investigation was going to continue for about 3 hours, so expect delays through this area. Now, speaking of delays, northbound 95, you can see on the right side of your screen, is moving, and there's not a lot of traffic here right now, but it is slowing down as it get to this scene, so just be prepared for that if you're going to be traveling through this area. And as long as that bus is on its side, it is going to be like this. And southbound 95, well, there's nothing there because everybody's being detoured before they get to the Susquehanna River while they're over in Cecil County. Reporting live from Sky Chopper 13, I'm Captain Jeff Long. Back to you.
Captain Jeff, thank you. And complete coverage continues with Alex Dimitrik. And you've got a good viewpoint on an overpass nearby, Alex. Tell us about the chaos in the area because of this crash.
Well, Lynn, yeah, we're on the Route 155 overpass directly over I-95 and the scene of this bus accident. Of course, the most traumatic thing, of course, with the people on board this bus and perhaps that other vehicle as well. A really terrible day for them. But this accident, within minutes after it crashed after 9:30 this morning, started to impact thousands, I mean literally thousands of other cars traveling both north and southbound on I-95. Now you can see off to the right, the northbound lanes are finally moving through. For hours, they were blocked while bringing in medevac choppers. They're getting through, but the backup way behind us is still considerable. And if, Alan, if you can go swing down the street here, this is where the police department are putting people over on a detour on 155 to swing them around this accident scene and get them back onto southbound 95 further down the road. But it's quite a backup here. We're a couple of miles from Havre de Grace, and it's crawling all the way back to that location. So if you're in this area, you can get by on 95. It's going to take you some time. If you're taking Route 40 like we did to get to this spot, it's pretty good until you get to Havre de Grace, and then prepare to slow down and take your time. Back to you on TV Hill.
Okay, Alex, thank you. Again, more than 30 people on this bus. Complete coverage continues with Rick Ritter live with the latest on the injuries in this crash. Rick.
Well, then obviously making this story even worse is the fact that 26 children were on this bus, according to Maryland State Police. One of them airlifted in critical condition, along with one adult. We're told that adult was airlifted to shock trauma, and that's a female. That's an update that came in just a short time ago. But again, the good news here, the majority of those injured, we're told, those children, minor 3 injuries, scrapes, bruises, possible broken bones. Obviously, this was a response that prompted a slew of ambulances to come out from the Aberdeen Fire Department, Susquehanna Hose Company, Cecil County Fire Department, all assisting with this. But again, to rehash, 1 child airlifted in critical condition, 1 adult airlifted in critical condition. And the update that we got just a short time ago, 7 to 10 patients are going to be transported here to the Upper Chesapeake Hospital. About 12 to 15 going to be transported to Hartford Memorial Hospital. Again, the good news, minor 3 injuries, bumps, bruises, scrapes, but of course that 1 child still in critical condition, along with that 1 adult. And as of now, more good news, no fatalities have been reported at this time. That is the very latest from here at the University of Maryland Upper Chesapeake Hospital Center. I'm Rick Ritter. Back to you guys on TV Hill.
All right, Rick, thank you. Our complete coverage continues now with Denise in the newsroom with more dramatic images from this crash. Denise?
Well, Jessica, the commuter buses we've been reporting overturned around 9:30 this morning, again on the southbound lanes of I-95 just south of in Cecil County. Now, the bus belongs to Werner Coach in Philadelphia. It is a minibus. It holds 33 people, although we've been told there were 30 on board. Now, you can see from these pictures the mangled wreckage of the bus lying on its side, the driver's side. State police even reported it may have flipped more than once. There is debris on the roadway, water bottles, personal items, of course, that must have been belonging to the passengers. There is damage to the bus's roof, again indicating that it rolled more than once. And now back to you, Lynn.
Denise, thank you. The accident right now is causing a huge backup along that portion of I-95. Sharon Jabala joins us on the phone with the latest on the traffic delays and detours. Sharon.
Hi, Lynn. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, I should say. If you are just about to head out and you need to take 95, 95 northbound lanes, as we've been mentioning, are open at this time. In fact, if you do a GPS and you say that you're going to Philadelphia, it's a 1 hour and 49-minute drive time on 95 taking the Tidings Memorial Bridge. And it's actually longer on the Hayden Memorial Bridge. It's 156 there. So the northbound delays, not nearly as severe as the southbound delays. The southbound lanes remain blocked at this time and will be for probably at least 3 hours. And traffic is being diverted off onto exit 89. That's Maryland 155 at the Tidings Memorial Bridge. All lanes are blocked. Your detour there at exit 100 onto Maryland 272. You can take Pulaski Highway and the Hayden Memorial Bridge to avoid that as well. But keep in mind, that's what everybody is being forced to do if they are traveling from the north in the southbound directions of 95 near the Tidings Memorial Bridge. So keep that in mind if you are about to head out, or if you have a family member traveling from north down to the south, that Pulaski Highway and 272 are going to be your best options. Back over to you.
Okay, Sharon, thank you. And here's what you need to know about the charter bus crash in Havre de Grace. More than 25 people are injured as the charter bus overturns on I-95 southbound near exit 89 in Havre de Grace. 26 children, 3 chaperones, and 1 driver, all from Philadelphia, were aboard the bus for a field trip to Washington, D.C. A passenger vehicle was somehow involved in the crash. 1 child and 1 adult were medevaced to the hospital. They are both in critical condition. Southbound I-95 is backed up for miles, and it will be shut down for hours. Stay with WJZ for complete coverage of this overturned charter bus on I-95. We'll have the latest information on the investigation and those injured.